Check the spreads when the distance. Now we're dropping these locks. Just the boys in the wheel to cash big. So many times it happens too fast. You trade your bankroll for glory. Don't lose your grip on the almanac pass. You must bet just to keep it alive. So the pick is in it, it's the thrill of the line. Dialing up to the challenge of the books, and the last known survivor stalks his edge in the night. And he's watching us all. The pick is in. Face to face, out on the air, hanging tough, staying sharp. They stack the odds, still we take to the square for the win with the skill to survive. The pick is in, it's the thrill of a line. Dialing up to the challenge of the books, and the last known survivor stalks his edge in the night. And he's watching us all. The pick is in. The pick is in. Rising up, straight to the top, had the guts, got the units, when the distance. Now we're not gonna stop, just the boys and the will to survive. It's pick is in, pick is in, pick is in, pick is in. The pick is in, it's the thrill of the line. Rising up to the challenge of our rival, and the fix might be in, but we're calling it right. Hayward's almanac, Jonah, Snoopy, the fight is the fix in. Is it all predetermined? Back to the future, future's looking certain. Tune in weekly for the picks and the laughs. Sports betting expert dropping knowledge on the path. The pick is in. The pick is in. The pick is in. The pick is in. Pick is in. Pick is in. Pick is in.
Good evening, everybody. Happy Thursday night. Welcome to the Pick is In podcast. It's your boy Haywood, and on the Almanac. Another week to be here, fresh off the NFL draft. We got NBA playoffs going on. We had a great show last week, and we're going to try to do the same for you this week. We're going to be talking about NBA news, Suns talk, playoffs, Cardinals, NFL draft, NFL news, and some live betting. In our first hour, we'll go over NBA and NFL. Second hour, we have a great recording with the one and only IDP Iggy. That should be great. And in the third hour, we have our boy Carter from Odds Are Podcast joining us, talking all things live betting in the NBA and WNBA, and probably talk some other stuff as well. But this show doesn't go any further if I can't bring in my wingman, my brother, my best friend. I'm so grateful for him to be here. He's a huge part of the show, the one and only Snoop Von Pooh.
Man, I was hoping you would go a little bit longer there with that little introduction. Damn.
What's up, Snoop? What's up? You get a loud cheers. Snoop Von Pooh. What up, baby?
Thank you. Let me hear it. Let me hear it again. Clap for me.
Let's go.
All right. What's up, dude?
What's up, brother? How's life? Happy Thursday, and how you doing?
It's all right, dude. You know, as you are well aware, our friend, our brother from another, is left the state today. He's moving across country.
Yeah, a sad day for Snoop and Haywood. Our best friend moved out of state today, El Poopy, and we're gonna miss him, brother. We're gonna miss him a lot. So sad to see him go, but good for him to start a new journey in his life. You got a job offer, you can't refuse, man. So shout out to him. And you know what? Cheers to Snoop. Cheers to El Poopy. And cheers to everybody at home. Go ahead and like, comment, and repost the stream.
Cheers.
Good day, guys. Who we got in the comments? Thank you for the repost.
What up, Peace Jen? That's Foray.
All right, Foray, what's up? Thank you for the repost and all the love. Looking forward to the show, Snoop.
Yeah, dude, I'm excited too. I feel like there's a bunch of stuff we didn't get to talk about last week. Being distracted with the whole draft thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's the first time we did a draft show. Thought we did all right. It's we're definitely just going to get better. I got a lot of notes from last week for next year's draft, so we're going to continue to just keep grinding, pushing, and giving you guys a great show. So looking forward to the show. Iggy was we recorded with Iggy yesterday. It was awesome to have him on, and hope you guys are going to like that one.
It's a dope conversation, man. I had a great time. I never even knew who the guy was until, recording this podcast together. So, yeah, it was a pleasure talking to that guy. But before we get into things tonight, you want to go over something else real quick?
Let's show the folks at home where we find all of our great work at phoneboothpodcast.substack.com. The Pick Us In page, all of our shows that we ever done. Go drop us a subscribe over there. We got all kinds of podcasts over here, including the main one over here. My boy, Here's the Thing podcast, hosted by Snoop Von Poop, Tuesdays at 6 p.m. EST. My boy over there, always dropping some bangers. We got the Philosopher King with Jonah. We have the main Mac Daddy of them all, the Phone Booth podcast, Dualistic podcast, Fasting Fake. Shout out to Laz and all the boys. We even got a merch store over here. And Snoop, hopefully soon we got something coming on here.
Let's hope so.
Yeah. Which one's your favorite out of all the shirts that's up there? Non your show.
Non my show.
Yeah.
Let me see. I actually scroll down, keep scrolling, go down, keep going. I think it's down. I like the concert tour one that Ted always talks about. I think it's down that one right there.
That's my favorite too.
Is that it? With the on the back where it has the dates. No, it's the other. Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, right there. Look, boom. Look at the back.
That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, and then it's got the cities there. Yeah, that one's pretty neat.
The shirts are very comfortable too, Snoop.
Yes, yeah, soft.
Very.
That tri-blend cotton.
So go check us out at phoneboothpodcast.substack.com, where we got all the podcasts and the Phone Booth family. And then go check us out at YouTube at the Pick Us In Podcast. We were able to stream there lately. That's freaking amazing. Thank you to all the subs. All of our shows are up there. If you're not subscribed, what you doing? Go subscribe. Show us some love over there. And then our newest platform, we got Rumble. That's pretty cool. We got some good views on there last week, but we got that going up there. Go check us out at the Pick Us In. And that's it for promotion of our platform, Snoop. Let's go ahead and do our normal cheers. To
let's promote another platform for a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
Shout out to the homie Laz and the Fasting Fake podcast. He's also the host of the Translucid podcast.
Yeah.
I I know. I wanted to make sure that Canadian motherfucker heard me properly.
I thought you did that on purpose to him, just to fuck with him.
Dude.
All right. I happened to be on there for the first time the other night. Interesting show. I know you've been on there, so yeah.
Good day, mama.
Good day. Thank you for chiming on in. Go ahead and like and repost the show, everybody. That'll mean the world to me and Snoop. What else you got you were going to talk about, Snoop, before we jump in the news? You said you had something else?
I don't think so. I got discuss some stuff, NBA stuff and NFL stuff, and we got some funny stuff, and we got a dope interview coming up, and dude, it's gonna be an exciting episode. I'm excited to get into it.
And Papa Garcia, we mailed out his prize from last week, our first ever giveaway on the show?
It's on the way, Papi Garcia.
All right. Dude, if you get a signed card, that'd be dope as hell. 3,
Yeah,
I don't know,
that's
in
dope.
packs.
Yep. So they say it's a 1 out of 10 chance of getting an autograph card in the pack, and you got 3 packs. So you got,
Compliments of who again, Snoop?
Windy City Sports Cards. Check them out. They're everywhere. They're a dope company, man. I won a contest from them, actually. It's how I kind of got to know them a little bit. And they're always giving stuff away, supporting the city of Chicago. They just, they've been cool. And then I asked them, I said, hey, we want to give something away on the Pick Is In, so I hit them up. And they were happy to donate some stuff. But we're gonna have some giveaways coming up. I'm working on putting some things together, and we're gonna figure out how we're gonna give them away. So we'll let you know here first on the Pick Is In.
That's right. That's right. So let's jump into. I didn't do this last week. I should have last week. So let's go into the show's betting recap from last week. I got that shared on the screen, Snoop. So we'll start off with that before we jump into all the news. Let me see if I go back to the right one. All right, here we go. So in the last 2 weeks, guys, 8 winning bets I dropped for you, 38 and 12 on all the legs and all things wagered. One of our best 2-week periods of the show since we started since last September, plus $372.85. Almost 4 bands since last time we did our recap. Since September, a whopping 1,070 and 322 on all legs wagered, almost up 30 bands, almost $3,000 for the show. So awesome for that. And if you guys followed and got your notice on, dropped a bet last night that I would like to share. That hit this morning. Paul Schemes gave up 2 home runs right away before he got strikeouts. This is this morning. It was the second game on the slate early this morning, but 3 strikeouts in the first inning. I had a plus 1,500 that I laid down and a plus 1,300. That was good payout. So $7 going 107. And on the other one, it was $10 into 160. So that definitely helped the show as well. So Paul Schemes tore it up there. Got us some good money, one of our best wins of the year. And then I did a pregame bet for all you pregame bettors out there, a 2-leg. I only put 25 bands on it. I used a boost over at MGM. It's a boost of 25%. And I got the Celtics, compliments of our guest Carter, and Nuggets winning, compliments of our other guest Iggy. That's kind of crazy that those are their teams, and I betted on them. So a plus 124. So
It's not that crazy. Those are the favorites in those games too. So
just our guests. That's what I meant in reference to our guests. So $56 is the winning. So if you tail that, let's win some money. That's all I got for the show's betting recap. So not too bad. Good 2 weeks for the show for betting. I know for a few weeks I was down in the dumps, not winning anything. I think Carter turned the mojo around. So cheers to the winning bets.
yeah, I bet you're happy to have your mojo back, huh? Get out of the funk, guy.
100%. It was great to wake up to that bet this morning. I posted that late last night. So that's awesome. That's awesome. So for Ray's got 2 accounts?
It's a
Same
secret.
one?
Can't you read? It's a shh. She said shh. This guy is a dead giveaway. Sorry, dude. For Ray.
Not bad. All right, maybe I'm the one that needs glasses.
Yeah, you do.
So
And a hearing aid, you old man.
I definitely need that for sure. Definitely need that. So let's dive into NBA news, Snoop. So I got something pulled up here that I could start off. So this segment's going to be nothing but NBA for a little bit. I got a video from Shams on some Kevin Durant news. Let me know when I'm good, Snoop.
You're great.
Well, Greeny, sources tell me Kevin Durant will be out for Game 6. He's not going to be playing, so he will have missed 5 of 6 games so far in this series. He's dealing with a bone bruise in his left ankle. We know he dealt with a tendon bruise that sidelined him for Game 1, but this bone bruise is a 2-week minimum injury. He's just over 1 week right now, so Houston's going to rely on that young core that they have. They've had pretty much full control of the last 3 games. They could have easily won Game 3, obviously. And you think about it, Amen Thompson, Reed Shepard, Tari Eason, Jabari Smith Jr., Alperen Sengun. I have a stat for you. They're the youngest starting 5 to win a game in NBA playoff history.
Wow.
And the quartet of Thompson, Reed Shepard, Sengun, and Jabari Smith, they're plus 29 in this series. And so I think the onus For the Rockets, there's been a lot about that young core. How do they mesh with Kevin Durant? But now with no Kevin Durant, you're leaning on especially those three guys, Jabari Smith Jr. and Amen Thompson and Alperen Sengun. And last night, you know what caught my eye? Jabari Smith leading huddles down the stretch of the game. Every single time on defense, he was bringing the guys together. And those three guys have been leading dinners, team camaraderie down the stretch of this playoff run that obviously has had its ups and downs.
Wow. So Kevin Durant is out for the next game. It sounds like it's a 2-week injury. He'll be at 1 week, I believe, today. So another week possibly without him, as the Lakers are up 3-2 on the Rockets. We'll see if the Rockets can come back. And in other news as well, Golden State Steve Kerr met with ownership about his future earlier this week to discuss. There's expected to meet again next week, so no official news from Steve Kerr as far as his future out in Golden State. Snoop, any takes on Kevin Durant or Steve Kerr?
I've already said enough about Kevin Durant, so if I really say anything more, it's kind of just like slander at this point. Like, he's an absolute trash player. I don't care who you are. Like, he's just got a bad attitude and he's a bad vibe around him on everywhere he goes. Every team. He's never had a great relationship with any squad or any team. So, that's about all I have to say about that. Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr's an interesting individual. If I would have known we were going to talk about him tonight, I would have had this pulled up and ready to go, but I had given him the Golden Poop Award.
I remember those.
I gave him the Golden Poop Award about a year or so ago, and I gave it to him because he named his son Nick. What a cruel fucking joke to play on your own kid. His son is literally named Nick Kerr.
Wow. That's crazy. We talked enough about Kevin Durant. He just seems like he's ruined his legacy more and more, and looks like Golden State's future is definitely going to be a lot different going into the offseason and into their future.
I want to also add, along what you're talking about, is that maybe I'm just a little salty because of, like, he didn't stick it out in Phoenix. He should have stuck it out here after Beal was gone. That's what I'm saying. Like, I always thought Kevin Durant would stay if they worked out the Beal situation prior. You know what I mean? Like,
agree. Like, it was salty in how it ended here. And it wasn't long enough. Like unfulfilled.
Right. And that's how it was in Brooklyn.
Right. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. It's going to be interesting. With how it plays out, man. But on to other news as well. I'm going to talk about some injuries. If I can pull the right one up here. Here we go. Minnesota Timberwolves star Anthony Edwards has sustained a bone bruise and hyperextension of the left knee and is expected to miss multiple weeks. This was a few days ago during the game, so big hit for the Timberwolves. Not good for them. And then his teammate, Dante DiVincenzo, tore his right Achilles tendon. His season is now over and expected to have a lengthy recovery, so no good. I feel for the guy.
What number is Dante DiVincenzo's jersey?
Oh, look at that, Snoop. And what did we talk about last summer?
I mean, listen, we talk about conspiracy, we talk about numbers and things and numerology, and they throw these signs in our face. Right. There's another 0 to the Achilles club. So congratulations on Dante DiVincenzo for winning the Achilles Player of the Year.
Wow. Who was the 3 players last year? Tatum, Halliburton, and Dame?
Yes.
Right. All wearing 0s, all in the playoffs.
That is correct.
Wow. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy.
Mathematically, what are the odds,
Dude, and not many players wear that number, man.
I think it's a lot of players do now. Not back in the day when we were kids, you didn't see it too much. And then they would bring in the 00.
Right.
You want to talk about this guy who should be deported and have his green card stripped away?
Yeah, he returned after missing a couple weeks. Joel Embiid, and he returned game 4, so he's been back. This will be his second game back tonight, I believe. Second one, second one, I believe. Yeah, so Joel Embiid is back for the Philadelphia 76ers. And in other news, star Victor Wembanyama was cleared the other night. He played in the last game as they closed out the Blazers in the first round. So Wemby is back. He had some complaints and some beef with how the league handled this protocol. He didn't want to get into it, but he was very I wouldn't say disgruntled, but pretty upset with how the league handled this concussion. Those are some pretty big injuries, Snoop, that we're talking about, you know?
Yeah, concussions are no joke. They're obviously taken more seriously in other sports, but any head injury is not good. And
It's not. It's not basketball. They're probably a lot more anal about it because they're so softer of a league compared to other leagues,
yeah,
But
the NBA is dropping the ball in a lot of aspects, when it comes to some of their bylaws or their, rules or whatever.
right. In other news, Boston Celtics president Brad Stevens was named 2025-2026 NBA Basketball Executive of the Year in the NBA. He also won the award a couple years ago. So he's a gangster of an executive. So I can't hate on that. And other news as well, Dallas Mavericks Cooper Flagg won the NBA Rookie of the Year award. So congrats to him. Quite a few stories in our news for this week, Snoop. Any thoughts on any of the things I brought up?
Yeah, I wanted to touch on Houston again for a second because, despite Durant being down, they're playing the Lakers without Luka. So, I mean, if they're a contender, then they need to be able to hang, and you can't be beat by LeBron James at, whatever age he is.
Right. Yeah, 100%. So in other news as well, looks like the Portland Trailblazers are going to move away from their interim coach, Tiago Splitter. So something to look out for there as far as the summer goes. So small news is there. And then I got I know we've been talking about tanking a lot on the show. It's a problem in the NBA. So I have some new news came out today, Snoop, and Shams reported on. Let me know when I'm good.
You're good.
So the commissioner announced, if you will, new anti-tanking reforms, and you can sort of explain to us as concisely as is realistically possible what it is he's proposing.
So, Greeny, I have a quote from Adam Silver, according to my sources, on a recent league call that I was told. He said, we should have a system where you should hate to lose. It shouldn't be a badge of honor to lose. Losing should be uncomfortable. And that's what is set up now. The first relegation of the bottom teams in the NBA, the first of its kind in American pro sports. And when I look at this model that the NBA has come up with, if Adam Silver could relegate teams to the G League, he probably would. You look at the soccer model, but he's not going to do that.
Right.
But what you're going to see now under a new proposal that the NBA is zeroing in on, it's a 16-team lottery reform to curb tanking. May 28th, owners have to vote on this, but this is now something the NBA is zeroing in on. Flattened odds, 16 teams, all being part of a lottery drawing, and penalizing the bottom 3 teams. Those bottom 3 teams, so whoever finishes with the three worst records in the NBA,
Right.
have the least amount of lottery balls for the number 1 overall pick. So think about that, right? In a lot of people's eyes, it should be in reverse. If you finish at the bottom, you should have the most opportunity. But this is Adam Silver and the NBA making a stand that enough is enough when it comes to losing. We saw this year, whether it's the Utah Jazz, the Indiana Pacers also were fined for violating different rules around player participation policy. If you're going to lose, this is now the new penalty. And so this now encourages potentially 1 through 3 to win enough games so you're not in that relegation zone, and then 4 through 10 to try to make sure, can we win and not stay and not get into that relegation zone. And another couple elements to this is under the new policy, you're not going to be able to win a top pick twice in a row in consecutive years.
So you can't be the number 1 pick in 2 straight years.
In back-to-back years, and you can't have a top 5 pick in 3 consecutive years. So think about teams, whether it's the Spurs right now or Oklahoma City back in the day with that KD, Russell Westbrook team, that would be impacted by this new policy. So this is now going to create a ton of randomness in the system, right? You're going to see teams that could be 10, 11, 12, potentially get that number 1 overall pick. After 2029, when this is put into form, there could be a sunset provision as well where they make a decision to keep it or leave it.
So the commissioner
Ooh,
announced,
wow.
if you
I'm going to
will,
close that, Snoop. Stop pausing.
Yeah.
Close that. All right. Thoughts, Snoop? What do you think?
I'm pretty firm on my feelings on this, and we've talked about it maybe once or twice on the show before. I think you get rid of the draft, you get rid of tanking. Problem solved.
Yeah. I kind of like these rules. I like the not picking number 1 consecutively, top 3, 5, what was it? Top 5, 3 years in a row. I like some of the changes. I feel like there might be some loopholes that teams would figure out.
I feel like they're trying to sell me a bill of goods. Like I don't like they're making me think too much about what they're doing. So I don't like that. I don't want to think about it. Like, keep it simple, stupid.
Right. So the league has to vote on it. So we'll see how it turns out. But something's got to be done. I know it's something we've talked about over and over on this show because it's definitely a freaking issue. But
the league has to vote on it. Who's that? The owners have to vote on it? Okay. Yeah, so it's a big club and you ain't in it.
Snoop, what other NBA news you have besides Sun stuff, which we'll dive into?
I got some good stuff lined up for tonight, brother. Let me pull it up here. Give me a moment. You don't want to talk about Suns. All right, I want to talk about Richard Jefferson and his little message to Khalil Ware here.
What you got? What you got?
Change about yourself even while you adjust to the league?
My demeanor?
That's when you refuse to change your demeanor. Not in a bad way, but just like an uncompromising version of yourself.
Yeah, I mean, because I could still go out there and hoop, but I don't have to do the whole like yelling and
Screaming.
Yeah, I don't gotta do that.
Have you ever finished on somebody and yelled, or have you ever been finished on?
Wow. We wording it like that?
What? Is there? What did I say wrong? I'm saying, have you ever been finished on like that?
Have you been finished on?
I've been dunked on.
What are they talking?
We're not answering me questions. This is to get to know you. Okay,
So
have you finished on somebody and you like screamed and yelled?
I've dunked on somebody. Yeah.
Okay, you've dunked on somebody.
I've dunked
Okay,
on
thank you for
somebody.
clarifying.
Yeah.
Okay, well, who was the first time when you dunked on him? You're like, damn, I used to have your poster up on my wall. Now I'm finishing on you.
You got finished on before?
I dunked on, yes. So there's somebody that you like dunked on that you were excited? Like, I'm just saying, was there like a player that you were a fan of and he tried to block your dunk, like you were a fan of him in high school and then you got to dunk on him? Or somebody that you were a fan of and then he dunked on you?
Nah.
Nah? Okay, who got you? Give me the one person that got you.
Nah.
Now, first of all,
Nobody got me.
Nobody's gotten you yet?
No.
Oh man, times have been.
So what's going on with Dick Jeff, man?
In the closet? I don't know.
Man, it don't look like it.
Looks
Looks like that closet door is wide open.
Weird.
Little weird, yeah, right?
Yeah.
But let's talk about Khalil Ware for a second, dude. I believe in this kid, man. I'm gonna be sad if he's traded, unless it lands us Giannis in Miami. I don't want to see him traded. I know that he's like valuable bait, like people want him. So hopefully he is on the Miami Heat next season. I got Denver stuff to talk about here for a second. Did you have some Denver stuff too, or no?
I don't. I got like 2 things of news for the NBA left, non-Denver.
Okay.
But I agree with you with Rare. Rare's one of my favorite players in the league. I love that kid. I hope he doesn't get dealt either. Kid's a badass. He needs to play 35 minutes a game.
Yes, that's the one thing I will say is that I think Spo has not played him enough. You know, he needs more minutes because he produces. You know,
100%.
So here, shout out to our interview coming up with Mr. Iggy, and we talk about Rocky, the mascot. And so I have a second video here that we're gonna play, and then you'll see a second one in the interview coming up later. But I also want to read this tweet from Behold a Pale Horse. Shout out Behold a Pale Horse. And it says they wouldn't attempt a shot like that unless they knew the magnets were on, and if the ball was thrown in the general vicinity, it'd go in. The one variable they can count on is the human who observes being stupid or dumbed down. So, what do you think about that statement right there?
It kind of looked like it was when the ball was traveling. It looked like it did move. It doesn't
Well,
surprise me.
I'm not talking about that. We'll get to that because we're going to watch the video here in a second. But I'm asking you what you think about what they're saying right there. If you throw it in the general vicinity, it will go in. And the one variable they can count on is the human who observes being stupid or dumbed down. So they're basically saying that they can do that and humans aren't even going to notice it and see it.
Yeah, well, A, a lot of dumb people out there won't know the truth. And B, it doesn't surprise me if it is.
Yeah, I mean, we watched that golf one with the drone. You don't even need it. Doesn't even need to be magnets anymore. They could probably fly the fucking ball right into the hoop these days. You know what I mean? Like drone style.
Right.
You know.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that video you have with Iggy is pretty cool with the mascot. So stick around for that, everybody. We got that coming up in the second hour.
But let's watch this shot. This is off of a ladder. How big is that ladder?
That's a huge. That's like 30. It looks like it's 3 times the size as the hoop as far as height.
Yeah, that's like that's it. I was gonna say 30-foot ladder probably.
All right, go ahead, Sam.
So
First quarter, Rocky, who is a legend in these parts for reasons like that, got that thing to go. That was behind the head on a ridiculously high ladder, and then he blew you off for a first quarter. Rocky, who is a legend in these parts for reasons like that, got that thing to go. That was behind the head on a ridiculous.
oh man, I gotta cut that. I don't. I think our YouTube's probably got to get flagged now to the stupid song that they just.
Oh, right. I wouldn't want to play that guy in horse with that ball.
Well, that's true. You know, I mean, there's guys that are just good at trick shots and stuff like that. You know, like I said when we talked with Iggy. You know, like I mentioned. You know, knowing the gorilla. You know, when I was involved with the Phoenix Suns, and I mean that dude was a legit athlete. You know, he was out there fucking doing those crazy dunks and doing everything. And but when it comes to those shots, you know, he would make a lot of them too. You know, I'd see him. You know, I'd see him in like, you know, the off days when there's no games and shit, and he would be in there practicing and doing stuff, working out at the gym there. So.
Crazy. Hey, so you know how we talked about last week with the scandal of the sports betting scandal we talked about? I think it was Terry Rozier. We talked about Damian Jones. That's what it was.
All sports betting is a scandal.
Yeah, right. So I got something pulled up that's news about Terry Rozier. Federal prosecutors intend to bring new charges against former Heat guard Terry Rozier related to their sports gambling case against the NBA players and others. A lawyer in the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of New York said Monday that it intends to file a superseding indictment against Rozier, alleging that he solicited and accepted a bribe. And then we have other news about Damian Jones that I want to pull up a video. This actually made Fox News, Snoop. Let me know when I'm good.
You're good.
in this very large gambling probe that also netted about 30 others. Yesterday, Jones admitted in court that he exploited his fame and access to profit from sports betting and rigged poker games, saying in part this: "I would like to sincerely apologize to the court, my family, my peers, and also the National Basketball Association." Jones, among several prominent players, making a lot of money too, that have been arrested. He's the first, however, again, to plead guilty. The others have not. His sentencing set for January 6th of next year. We'll watch how that develops. Now this.
Today, a grand jury sitting in the Eastern District of North Carolina.
All right. Enough of that. Anyway, but interesting. Something to look out for here coming up. As more things come out, I would like to know all the details, every little thing, because I remember there's a game, 2 years ago with the Chauncey Billups game that came out that he benched all of his great players late in the game. Supposedly like he had action on it or people in the circle. So it's going to be very interesting and telling. Just another black eye for the NBA. So what's your thoughts, Snoop?
I pretty much said what I had to say, but I want to bring up this other post here. This is from the same guy, Behold a Pale Horse. And he said, magnets used in Pro Dart League the same way it's used in the NBA. And by the way, I'm told it made the dart match 3-3. So let's see if the video goes here.
Whoa. Oh, wow. You can totally tell with that third one, right? Totally. It's even sticking the wall in the dartboard.
Yeah, right?
Right. But
oh, wow. That's wild looking.
it is. It's
So, they're just fucking with us, man, at this point.
yeah, they are. And it's upsetting. So we got 3 games going on tonight, Snoop. I want to do a little check-in. I got the scores pulled up. Looks like the Hawks are getting their butt kicked right now. The Knicks are up 3-2. The game's in Atlanta. It's 36-83 at halftime. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow. 23-20 in the Celtics-Sixers game. Just about to wrap up the first quarter. And later tonight, we have the Nuggets playing the Timberwolves. So I just want to go to the bracket here to show the people at home how we're looking. The Thunder swept our Suns, which we'll get into here shortly. Lakers are up 3-2. Timberwolves as well. We talked about the Spurs moving on earlier. They won in 5 games. The Magic surprising people a little bit with 3-2 game lead in the first round from the 1-8 matchup. Cleveland's up 1 game, 3-2, and Knicks Hawks, as we talked about, Celtics and 76ers. Now, Snoop, didn't you do a bracket before the playoffs?
I sure did, sir.
Oh, didn't you do like your own fill out and see for champion and who wins each round?
Look, you're gonna make me pull it up. Give me one moment here while I pull it up. Yeah, and I think I'm doing all right thus far. I think
your finals was one of the future bets we did on the show too.
Possibly. Let me share this tab instead. Boom, boom. So, I picked the Thunder over the Suns. I had to.
Right.
The Rockets over the Lakers is not looking like that's going to happen. So I'm a loser there already.
Not yet. Not
Yeah, we'll see. And then of course I got Denver. Moving on, especially now Ant's out, so that's looking pretty tight. Spurs over Portland. Yeah, so that's
right.
The first round for the West looking all right.
Actually, looks not bad, Snoop. Not bad at all. And hey, if we can get a Nuggets Knicks finals, that'd be pretty cool. Good for the show. I think we placed a feature on that with Nick or with Carter, but yeah, I like it, Snoop. You know,
Well, I like it too. That's why I picked it.
yeah, you might be like not in the know of sports like I am, like as nerdy, but you're smart. You don't pick with your heart. Like you knew that Suns had no chance. So, you know, speaking of our Suns, officially the season is over, Snoop. I got something pulled
Hold
up
on,
here.
hold on. I'm not done with NBA.
Oh, okay, my bad. My bad.
You want to get into the Suns? Actually, no. You know what? Let's save. Let me save what I got, and then so we'll talk about it after the Suns.
Okay, we will. So I got something pulled up. I just got the score of the game in the 4-game sweep from OKC and Suns the other night, 131 to 122. So it's all right. I thought we would get one game in the series. I thought it would be, one of the games at home. That didn't come to fruition. Things kind of fell apart, but nobody, nobody even expected us to even get a game on the world champion. So I want to do. I know we did it before, Snoop, but shout out to our Suns and cheers to our Suns. Let's do a cheers.
We don't have any Suns. At least I know I don't. Maybe you do somewhere.
Phoenix Suns, sir.
Oh, okay. There you go. Phoenix Suns.
Cheers, Snoop. Talk about the season for a minute. One of my bookmarks changed, so I got to find it. Talk about just the season in your eyes.
Oh, welcome to podcasting. Hey, would you blow me? It's a fucking a pleasant experience when you're on the fly trying to podcast and you're trying to pull shit up. But my thoughts on the season are, you know what? The Suns did better than everybody expected. They meted and exceeded their expectations. They look like they have a good future. And that kind of leads us into the first thing I want to bring up. When we start talking here is about Devin Booker's future. But I think that the Suns' future definitely looks bright overall. They're in a good spot. They made the playoffs. They almost didn't. It's your fucking jackass putting the hex on them, talking that
they made the playoffs. Shut your mouth. They made the playoffs,
bro. You.
They made the playoffs.
All right, I'm just saying. You know what? They might have won the first round if you didn't put the juju curse on them.
Not the first round, but anyway, continue.
But yeah, so we'll get into that here. But yeah, no. So they had a great season. Proud of them. And I think they'll make the right moves for next season.
So got a video here of Devin Booker post game talking about the season. Let me know when I'm good, Snoop.
All right, go ahead.
All right, my bad. If you want to talk about something else, I was gonna go
right. No, yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I think we brought a new life. After not making the playoffs last year, we exceeded everybody else's expectation, but not ours. So, we still have some learning to do. This was a great test for us. A great, I keep saying, stepping stone, first step, and this is a nice place to be. So I'm sure a lot of guys won't be out of market. And, we'll all be together and continue to learn. I think we brought a new life, after.
So Matt Ishbia was at had a, hold on. My bad. Podcasting.
Yeah,
so,
I got the Ishbia.
So there's closing interviews with the team, ownership, and GMs and players today with the media. So Matt Ishbia talked about Devin Booker, because there's been a lot of rumors about, trade him, get rid of him. Like maybe it's just rumors, that's all they are. But go ahead and show the folks at home the video with Matt Ishbia.
Well, before we show the video, let's talk about this for a second, because I am curious your opinion on Booker right now. I feel like he's kind of underperformed a little bit over the last couple seasons. I don't know if his contract is worth the exorbitant amount of fucking money that they're giving him. $70 million a year he's gonna make.
Yeah, that's so my mistake. That actually his $70 million kicks in 4 years from now. But he's still making 56, 61, 60. He's making a lot of money.
Wow. And for underperforming, it seems a little overpriced. So that as a businessman, owner of a team, it's like you look at trades and is it worth it? You know, what if you could trade him for Giannis right now?
No, only if we compare it with him. Just off the top of my head, if we could get like 4 firsts and a good player, I would open my eyes to it. But okay, my immediate thoughts. It's his 11th year in the league. He came in the league when he was 19.
God damn, Devin Booker's been in the league 11 years already. Wow.
Yeah. So he's turning 30 soon on Halloween.
They grow up so fast.
They do.
Good luck, El Poopy.
Cheers, El Poupe. But I thought about this a lot last night, thinking about the 11 years. Is there tread on his tires? Is he not going to peak anymore? Is he on the backside of his career? He has played a lot of games. He's been healthy for a good majority of them. It surprised me. That's 11 years already.
Is it the Kardashian curse? I mean, we could go on and on and on. We could ask questions all day.
So if we get the house, I would be open to discussing it, but no.
You and I will never get a house.
He needs a rebounder and a point guard to be great.
I agree with the rebounder. I think we need a strong 4 to come in and just. Well, we need a 5 too because Williams has proven himself as a frickin' fragile piece of masculinity, and I think it's time that the Suns move on from him.
I think a veteran power forward, not for the long term, but for the short term. But Molly Watch needs more minutes. Fleming needs more minutes. These guys' growth this summer is going to be huge with where this franchise goes. If Molly Watch can step up his game, I think we might have 4. But we're thin there. I think a veteran power forward would be great, and a veteran point guard would be great to add to this team.
So I want to talk more about some of these other positions, but let's watch the Ishbia thing because it's concerning Booker. And then we'll get into the other positions because I want to talk about a couple other players too.
Devin Booker's going to be here. Devin Booker's going to lead us to a championship here in Phoenix. That's what he's going to do. And we're going to build the right team around him. He's going to get better, just like I'm going to get better, just like everyone is going to get better at our organization. And at the same time, Devin Booker is who we want here. And he's great for the city, great for the community. I'll ride into a fire with Devin Booker, and I'll do it proudly. And we'll go anytime, and he's going to have my back, and I'm going to have his back, and Devin Booker's our guy. So the national media, I've learned you guys actually are in the weeds a little bit more with what we do. The national media just says stuff to say stuff sometimes, and people say stuff, and sometimes I like to respond, and sometimes I don't because it's just ridiculous. But Devin Booker's not getting traded. Devin Booker's our franchise player, and like I said, we're going to win a championship here with Devin Booker, and I'm excited to do it, and I'm excited to be next to him when we do that. Devin Booker's going to be here. Devin Booker's going to lead us.
Are they going to get the chip?
If they do the right pieces, they're headed towards it. If Book nationally is hated on, not looked at as a superstar. I could see why nationally he can. He has not performed as great the last few years. Yes, especially when it comes to crunch time. In elimination games, he's 1-5. So yeah, I could see that side of it. But he's not 1A on a team. He needs somebody else. He just does, personally. And even if it's just an average point guard and a great player like Giannis, that dude, he probably will take that next step up, get back to where he was in the finals a few years ago. Go ahead, Snoop.
Isn't that what Durant was supposed to do?
Too many.
Isn't that what Durant and Bill were supposed to do?
Too many wings.
They were supposed to open up the floor for Book.
Not at all. That did not happen. So.
Well, we also have to remember with Book's career that he's also been faced with dealing with poor ownership and bad management, basically.
Yeah, I heard this. I heard this stat. This is only his second year ever of having a coach 2 years in a row going in next year.
That's a wild stat, right?
Yeah, that is. I don't want to trade him.
Well, that's why I give some of the Chicago Bears quarterbacks a break because they're always in a new system every year.
Right. All right. Like Right, with the Justin Fields when he was there. Like it seemed like twice a year he'll go through new coordinators. That's huge comfortability. Imagine having a new boss every year at the same freaking business. Like it's got to be. That goes a long way too. But I don't want to trade him. I think he needs help. Fuck the hate nationally. Booker's a badass. I'm still going to stick with him thick and thin. He's loyal. He's a Grand Rapids, Michigan boy where my mom went to high school, same high school as him. So I got some love for him. So
I got all the love in the game for him, dude. Like I think he's one of my favorite players in the whole game to watch. You know, I love when he's on the court. Like I said, though, he has underperformed, but I wish that maybe they could find a way to make some moves and restructure his contract a little bit because I feel like he's overpaid. But
I understand that. So I got a good take from the one and only Vince Marotta from 98 Sports on Would Like to Play. He is the arena announcer for the Suns at Mortgage Matchup Center. Let me know when I'm good, Snoop.
Go ahead.
Yeah, he's at every game, folks, and he sees everything. This guy's a great guy here locally.
It was important to make the playoffs, right? Suns fans gripped over the possibility of watching their team post the 7th best record in the Western Conference over 82 games and not earning a playoff berth by squandering 2 home play-in games. Well, the Suns did salvage their invitation by beating Golden State, only to face the defending champion Oklahoma City Thunder in a best-of-7 series. That series came to an end with a 131-122 loss at Mortgage Matchup Center. The Suns were the last kid invited to the party and the first one to leave. So, was it worth it? The fact of the matter is the Suns were a different team over the second half of the season. Not as feisty, not as able to shock the league's upper echelon teams on a regular basis. So their playoff experience was a measuring stick, a chance to gauge where they are against the best team in the world. Turns out they're not all that close. Yes, playoff experience is valuable, but the overwhelming reality for the Suns is that this group, as currently constructed, should never play another postseason minute together. Change is needed. The Suns desperately need to get bigger and more rugged entering this summer. Relying on grit and hustle to stay in and win games is commendable, and for the most of the season, it was fun as hell to watch, but it takes its toll. The Suns did not have the same pluck or bounce after the All-Star break. There are many other questions to be answered as well. What happened to Devin Booker in this series? Yes, the Thunder made life miserable on the Suns' best player, so much so that many are questioning if Book is still the Suns' best player. What does the future hold for Colin Gillespie, Grayson Allen, Royce O'Neal, Mark Williams, and Jordan Goodwin? All in all, it was a fun season and a much-needed palate cleanser after last year. But it's hard to be completely satisfied watching a team get a pat on the top of the head and a gentle push into the summer by a real contender. It was important to make the play.
So yeah, I mean, I want to talk about those other players. Like what about like Ryan Dunn? Like, what do you see with him? Like, is it time to pass him on to somebody else? I've been a big Ryan Dunn fan, since he's been here. Shout out to Flex. Flex spoke very highly of him, and I respect his judgment and his opinion, on things. And I love him as a player. He played great defense, but it just doesn't seem like he's progressing, or maybe he's just not getting the minutes. Like
You're totally right, Snoop. He took a step back this season.
It feels like that. Well, that's 2 years in a row that he has done that.
Yes, to answer your question, I think he's going to be part of a package if we bring somebody in. He's definitely a piece that could be traded. That sucks. I was high on this kid too.
Is there a chance Giannis comes to Phoenix? I feel like Miami is his set destination.
I'm going to get into that in 1 second. I got something just for you.
Okay, cool. But let's talk about another player real quick from the Suns, because that's what we're talking about is the Suns. Jalen Green. What the little bit that we got to see him this season? What do you think? What are your thoughts?
He's the first piece in a major trade.
You think they're going to trade Jalen Green right now?
If we bring in a superstar or a great player, he's A1.
Who's a better player than Jalen Green that you would have to trade for to make it a trade? Like, who? Give me a few examples of who you think that type of player is.
It's money. He makes a grip of money. You got to meet 80% of the criteria for a trade on the team. So if you trade for a $50 million player, you got to get 80% of that. I think he makes like 36 million, 35. Don't quote me out, but in that ballpark. Example.
Don't quote you on it, but you just said it on a live stream here on the Pick Is In podcast.
Example, if the Giannis rumors are true and we do like talk to Milwaukee and in contention to get him, he's the first piece, in my opinion. He is because of money, and he's actually attractive for teams. I don't think he's a 1A or a 1B. I think he's a 1C, if that makes sense. I think he'd be great as a third star on a team. I'm going to be completely frank, and I can't hate the guy for this. When you just know basketball and know IQ, the guy just doesn't have the basketball IQ. God bless him. He's just not born with it. He tries too much without dishing. He got injured quite a bit last year. He showed flashes of greatness, but that's what he's been like his career. It's just flashes.
Is that those type of players where like they go for that flash and that hype? They're more injury prone. Do you feel like that's what's holding him back from being a stud?
Yeah. I like the kid, but if we get better by training him, so be it. So
I liked what I saw from him at the end of the season, but I just don't think it was enough of a.
Right.
It's just like it's hard to get a gauge on a player when they're just fucking out for 50-60% of the season.
Right.
Same thing with Mark Williams. Like he played great when he was in there at times, but he's like a fragile, frail man.
Yeah, he's like a floor mat. He's like a floor mat. He's fragile as hell.
He's like the remember they used to call Bill Cartwright medical Bill Cartwright.
Oh yeah, dude, the freaking ugliest free throw shot ever. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Medical Mark Billions over here.
I got the free agents to be Snoop pulled up. We can take a look at them real quick, and I'll roll in what I was talking about with flex. So here's the Suns free agents to be. I'm not sure if you've seen this before, but what's your thoughts with some of these players, Snoop?
I'm just going to start with Jordan Goodwin because I have been a big fan of Jordan Goodwin since he was on this team the first time.
Agree. Get him back for the right dollar. I think he's an important role player. Agree.
He plays his heart out, and you have to love a player like that. I'm an old school cat. I love the old school players. I'm a big fan of Rudy,
Right. Great movie.
So I'm a huge fan of Jordan Goodwin. He played his ass off. So I'd love to see him come back. Gillespie, trade him.
Depends on money too. Some team could really pay him.
The Suns need a true point guard. I think that's maybe the most important thing. I know we said 4 earlier, and I agree that that's up there. So that's a debate, between whether or not they need a 1 or a 4 more. And
Question for you, Snoop. Question: how would you feel with Colin and like a Schroeder or like a Westbrook sharing the backcourt with him at point for next year?
First of all, I don't want Westbrook to be on any team.
Okay, check. What about like a Dennis Schroeder and a Colin Gillespie running the point next year?
Not a Schroeder fan either.
Okay.
I feel like those aren't players that are worth a second look, and they're journeymen. Like they've been in the game. It's just like that's not gonna help the team a whole lot. We had Chris Paul, for crying out loud. You're gonna tell me that we should have one of those other guys.
All right.
So I want to see him go get a real point guard. There's been speculation about Ja Morant. I mean, what do you think about that?
Hell no. I don't want nothing to do with him.
I don't want nothing to do with him either. I just don't like the attitude of that type of player, like I'm just not into that. I feel like it just never pans out good for anyone, be it the player or the team.
Yeah.
So, I'm not a fan of Ja Morant. He's a fantastic ball player. He's got some fucking talent for sure, but he's just, one of those people that's just a troubled individual that's just not going to to reach the heights of their success that they could have.
You got that right, Snoop. He's got some screws loose. I mean, the guy thinks he's hood, but he grew up as a prep.
Well, it's just like the fucking Cardinals quarterback, fucking Kyler Murray. That's and Minnesota thinks they scored something. I mean, dude, I guess maybe for whatever they have to give $5 million or something.
1.3.
1.3. Oh my God, they could have given me that.
Cheers to that. So I want to talk about Flex from Jersey just started his new podcast with it's called The Net. Shout out to Flex. Got a lot of love for him. He's a great NBA insider. It's called the Unk and Neff podcast. He just started it. And I got a video here about him talking about Giannis. Let me know when I'm good, brother.
Good.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has the Phoenix Suns as a preferred destination.
Love his hat.
Yes.
In regards to a place he would love to play for, or a place he'd love to play at. Okay. Take that how you want it. Okay.
Yeah, I think I've seen this.
I'm going to repeat.
Okay.
Let him know.
Giannis Antetokounmpo would love to be a member of the Phoenix Suns. They are one of his preferred destinations at the top of his wish list.
Let's fucking go.
Okay. He loves the Phoenix. He loves the idea of playing for the Phoenix Suns. He loves the idea of playing for an owner like Matt Ishbia, and he absolutely loves the idea of playing for a franchise player in Devin Booker. Okay. With that said, Giannis and Milwaukee are in for an explosive summer.
Yeah.
Okay. And how they handle that is up to them.
Mm-hmm.
The Phoenix Suns have nothing to do with that. How that works out, all the Phoenix Suns could do is sit back and understand that a top 5 player in the world still views this place as a prime destination and views this place as a place where he can actually do something with a guy like Devin Booker. That's his thoughts. That's his feelings, right? People in Phoenix should feel good about this.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not saying we're going to get Giannis. I'm not saying that's going to work out. But when you have a top 5 guy like Giannis that is privately behind the scenes putting Phoenix at the top of his wish list because of guys like Matt Ishbia and Devin Booker, that matters, man. That matters.
Yeah.
Man. People have to understand that, the doom and gloom, hey, man, the Phoenix Suns are in trouble. Hey, man, the Phoenix Suns don't have a future. Hey, man, the Phoenix Suns can't find a way out of this. Guys like Giannis would love to be here.
Yeah.
Okay?
Awesome.
So I'll give you my first thoughts are that, I think that, yes, obviously Phoenix is a destination for every player in the fucking league. Like, that's not really that's a silly thing to lead with, that, it's a preferred destination, because who doesn't want to come to a place that's warm, sunny? They have a good chemistry team already together, a good owner that wants to grow and build the team and build the city and do the things, make the moves, So, I mean, everybody wants to come to Phoenix. So that doesn't really mean anything to me when Flex says that.
But to put us at near the top or the top of his list is freaking amazing new news. And anybody at home that doesn't know who Flex from Jersey is, this guy called the Chris Paul trade a week before it happened, before he was a Phoenix Sun. It's a Kevin Durant trade. He called 9 months before it happened. Like, this guy knows people and knows your shtick. Like,
he's amazing. We were fortunate enough to meet him, a couple years ago.
Cheers to Flex.
Yeah, cheers to Flex, man.
Love you, Flex.
Yeah, dude, come on the podcast, Flex, dude. We love you, man. We'll come on the what's it called? The Unk? What's it?
The Unk and Neff. Unk and Neff podcast. Unk and Neff podcast. So yeah, that'd be great. But so he just started the podcast. I'm looking forward to most of it. all you Suns fans out there, go drop him a follow his stuff. But we will support him.
Listen,
And back
if you're a Suns fan and you don't know who Flex is, what are you doing with your life?
100%. 100%. But when this guy says something, it means something. Even if we don't land him, just to be now a part of the conversation. Remember last week I said you might be looking at houses in the valley? Well, look what was said this week by Flex.
All right.
I got a
You know,
realtor.
you're always hitting me with the realtor news.
I got a
and
realtor friend that shows me lists of sports athletes.
Listen, everybody's got a realtor friend.
Right.
Also, everybody has the internet, and Reddit.
What the fuck is the internet?
Yeah, and I have a Discord too. So, come on, man. No, I think honestly, dude, the only reason I'll give a little bit more credibility to Flex's is saying that Phoenix is on the list is that he's from back that area, New Jersey, New York, where I think that Giannis, if he doesn't go to Miami, I think he goes to the Knicks. Like I think that's really the two places that Giannis ends up. But if Phoenix is an option, and there is a possibility, I could see that maybe he's got some inside source back there that says he won't play for the Knicks. He wants to go to the Phoenix or Miami.
Right.
And
that could, if that comes to fruition, I think veterans that are great will take a discount to come here.
You're not going to get a discount on Giannis.
No, other players that want to come here on top of you, like not Giannis. Let's say like a point guard. If we get like a Giannis in a deal, that will attract more players to come here for taking less money.
What kind of deal are you giving?
I don't know, just a fucking
Come on,
point guard.
You've always wanted to be the general manager of the fucking team. Now it's your chance. Come on, what do you got? Let's hear the offer.
And it's early in the stages. You're not going to like it. I wouldn't mind Brody here. I just want it. But there's some stuff maybe I don't know back, down the locker room. Why has he been on so many teams? The guy can still play, and he plays a lot of effort. And him and Giannis are friends, so I could see some chemistry working there. But nothing off the top of my head. It's still early. We haven't even got done with the playoffs yet. So,
well, we got to talk about something exciting for the Suns.
It's going to be a good offseason. It's going to be a good offseason. You saw the list of free agents. There's news with Giannis. We got an owner that is aggressive. And we're heading in the right direction. We got a damn good coach, damn good GM. Things are bright.
Who would you like to see? Who would you like to see at number 1, and who would you like to see at number 4? Go.
Number 1, what?
Point guard, and 4 being the power forward. Go.
Bobby Portis is a veteran power forward.
Oh my God! I'm gonna hang this podcast up, dude. I'm gonna shut you out of your own stream. I'll cue the interview up. I'll talk to Carter in the second hour. You're out of your mind.
I think you'd be a good.
Okay. Sell me on Bobby Portis. Let me hear you, Mr. Salesman.
Veteran,
Mr. Sandman.
Veteran.
Your dream.
He's not a diva, and he works well with young people as far as
You're
players.
a diva for saying that Bobby Portis has any type of future on any NBA team. What has he really done for a team?
I'll take 15 and 7 every day from a 6-man. So,
no, but he doesn't have. He doesn't have the it factor. He doesn't have the 6th man factor. He's not a 6th man. He's a you know what? He's a fantastic role player.
That's what I mean. He'd be good. I think Maui Watts should start next year. Every game. Right now.
Okay, so he's not going to start at point guard.
Well, right. We got a whole summer to just talk about all this.
Yeah, so just name a player you would like to see.
I just did. I named 2.
Bobby Portis. That's who you want as your starting point guard?
No, you said 4.
I said 4 and 1.
All right. 1, I wouldn't mind. As I told you, Brody, I wouldn't mind a Westbrook here.
Donovan Mitchell.
He's a 2.
Come on.
And we can't afford.
Well, he might. It hasn't worked so well in Phoenix in the past, but maybe it's worth a shot. Does Donovan Mitchell have a chance to go to Miami?
Miami's attractive. You're definitely in the hunt.
It is in the hunt for both
no state tax.
players.
You got a great owner, great freaking Riley in the front office. You have the best coach in basketball. You have the lifestyle. good damn teammates down there. That'd probably be on the top of my list if I was Giannis.
Speaking of the lifestyle, are you a fan of the BBL?
Clarify, what's BBL, sir?
Brazilian butt lift?
What's that?
The Brazilian, you don't know what a Brazilian butt lift is?
No.
Oh my God. You could tell that this guy needs to hit up the fucking Tinder app and find some hot Latina women and, show this man what's up. Show him what this BBL is all about.
So let's dive into some NFL draft recap, Snoop. We talked NBA and Suns. You got anything else left for NBA or Suns you want to talk about before we dive into that real quick?
I got one little NBA thing that's just kind of a funny thing.
You can play it for Carter if you want. You say you're going to save stuff too.
Yeah, I mean, what do you got at NFL?
Hey, I got something right here. Let me know when I'm ready, and I'll play the video.
Yeah, go ahead.
NFL draft, a little bit of recap here.
Welcome to the 2026 NFL Draft.
We're going for 7 rings, baby.
Pittsburgh, here we are.
Is that it?
It's just a little video to recap. It was in Pittsburgh. New attendance record for the NFL draft. 805,000 people attended the NFL draft, a 3-day event over last weekend. If you ever haven't been to an NFL draft, Snoop's even been to one. I highly recommend it. And I got all the first round picks pulled up here. I'm not going to go through all of them, but just give you a little small recap. Just a couple of them that jump off, and I'll still talk about it. The Rams taking Simpson kind of jumps out. The Jets absolutely killed it, in my opinion. They had one of the best drafts, and I thought the Giants did pretty damn good too, as well. Even like some of the moves that the Bears did as well, Snoop. But the NFL draft was last week. Thank you to all the people at home that watched, all you football junkies out there. It's a great time of year for the off season. So, how'd you like your draft, Snoop? You look at some of your players for your Bears?
Yeah, I was kind of upset by what you just said about the Bears. I thought the Bears had a great draft.
All right.
And
thank you for clarifying
before we get into the NFL stuff, I got this quick little funny NBA video that I wanted to throw in at the end here.
Play that Carter.
No. I have some for him too. I have some different ones for him. But yeah, I wanted to get this in here, and then we'll get all up in it. Watch this one.
What if Shaq played in the 1960s?
Oh,
That's
shit.
the biggest I've ever seen in my life.
Game 1. The 60s think they've seen big men before. They have Wilt Chamberlain, 7'1", scoring 50 a night, physically dominating everyone alive. The era is confident. Then Shaq walks in, 7'1", 325 pounds, and angry about it. Week 1. The two most dominant big men in history meet in the paint for the first time. Wilt pushes. Shaq doesn't move. Wilt is averaging 50. Shaq is averaging 67. Then Bill Russell enters the conversation. 11 championships. The greatest winner basketball has ever seen. Russell doesn't try to overpower Shaq. He just fouls him hard every possession. Shaq shoots 19 free throws a game. Russell smiles. It's working. Then Shaq misses 9 of them, grabs every single rebound, and dunks them back in. Russell stops smiling. Season 1, 67 points, 24 rebounds. Wilt never scores 100. Russell never wins 11 rings. One player rewrote both their legacies just by showing up. The 1960s already had the 2 greatest centers ever. It just didn't know it also had room for the most unstoppable one. Who's the best center of all time? Drop a comment and follow for more NBA timelines.
Wow, that was fucking very cool and interesting and a good perspective. Holy shit, to throw like Shaq in the 60s? Wow.
Right? I love it. I love it.
Wow. You've seen Shaq live, right? In person?
I have, yes, I have. A couple of times. I saw him when Orlando came to Phoenix.
Yeah, that Christmas Day game when he broke the rim down. Me and my dad were out there.
Oh yeah. That was one time. And then there was the All-Star game. I saw him.
He's a big dude, isn't he? Like huge.
Yeah, he's pretty big boy. You know, Sean Bradley was another guy that I was rebounding for when Philadelphia came to Phoenix one year, and I was surprised because they said 7'6", and so you just think that's a giant, you know. And when I was like standing on the court right beside him, looking up at him, he seemed a little shorter to me. I don't know.
Interesting. Cool video. You sure that's a Carter? That's pretty fucking badass, actually. Next
But,
year's
hey, I got some better ones for Carter, so don't forget everybody to tune in after the interview when Carter joins us because we're gonna have some fun. So,
all right. Next year's draft for the NFL is in Washington, D.C. in 2027. So looking forward to that next year. So I have that pulled up. And then my Cardinals, I thought they killed it. And I'm really hard on them. Like, really hard on them. Like, I always talk shit about them because I expect the best out of them, and they'd never get to my expectations. So
I have your Washington, D.C. thing pulled up.
No
you
problem.
want to talk about
Just went to the draft. I just got a little video of Jeremiah Love. Let me know when I'm good, Snoop.
Go ahead.
Cardinals first round draft pick, Jeremiah Love.
The Arizona Cardinals fans standing in anticipation.
With the third pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Jeremiah Love, running back, Notre Dame.
They really did it. We had heard so much speculation over the last few weeks that this would be the selection. And there it is. What a special season Jeremiah Love had for the Irish last year. Over 1,600 yards of total offense and a school record, 21 touchdowns, a unanimous All-American, third of the Heisman, the first Notre Dame player ever to win the Doak Walker Award as the top running back in the nation. And now, Mel, he is the third pick. Lewis, I should say, in the NFL draft.
Like every single offensive coordinator, quarterback coach, running back coach, head coach wants guys who can win games with one swing. Jeremiah Love is that. He's more than a running back. I know people don't want to believe it, but he's more than a running back. He is a weapon. He is a guy who can create plus 20-yard explosives at the blink of an eye, and you see it right there. Just 2 years ago, we watched Saquon Barkley hoist the Philadelphia Eagles on his back with his ability to create explosives in the run game. That is what Arizona is after. This draft has got some pretty good offensive line depth. They're going to have to go to work. And look, they don't
Look at that chain right there. Look at that chain.
Yeah.
You just see the chain he's wearing?
Oh,
Everybody
wow.
look at that chain.
If you told the Arizona Cardinals, hey, we'll give you Christian McCaffrey, we'll give you Bijan Robinson, we'll give you Jameer Gibbs.
Look at that chain. Look at that chain. Living on that chain, gang.
I cannot wait to see him go ahead and infuse that organization with some juice, Mel, like you talked about. That's what he's going to bring.
It's fair.
Jeremiah Love, the Cardinals actually did something really freaking good. Just a quick take from my boy over at I think Chuck Norris over at.
No. I have some Jeremiah Love stuff ready to go, baby. Right here in the chamber. I want to show you that chain he's wearing. And it is rocking a Freemason chain. Boom. You know, you can see it in that picture there. I should be able to scroll to another picture.
Is that really a Freemason chain?
It's a Freemason logo. Yes, sir. For you former NFL players who read the account, do the handlers tell you what this means before you go on stage, or is it more like they do in Hollywood with the dress? Just a quick here, wear this, and you just obey. So, I mean, Jeremiah Love coming in hot, you know, with some, you know.
Interesting. I didn't even notice that. Freemason freaking. That's crazy.
Yeah, dude. Your boy is on the news, dude.
Just a little outlook from my guy, Mr. Norris over at Underdog. Just got a little video I want to show on his outlook in fantasy and in football. Let me know when I'm good, Snoop.
It's ready.
This could either be an amazing rookie season, as we have seen with some other guys in the past, but also don't be surprised if it's a bit of a slow start because of the environment in Arizona and also with the Algier and James Conner fact.
He was a 99th percentile running back prospect once we got the draft capital in there. Compares to Saquon, Zeke, Christian McCaffrey, Reggie Bush, Melvin Gordon, Ashton Genty, Darren McFadden, Bijan Robinson, Todd Gurley, Adrian Peterson, and Jonathan Taylor, all studs.
I don't think the Cardinals are going to be good, but I think Jacoby Brissett, Trey McBride, Michael Wilson, Marvin Harrison Jr., and Jeremiah Love offense is definitely worth watching on a weekly basis.
It's an okay landing spot. It's not the best. It's not the worst. I do trust him more than I did Genty last year just because he catches the ball so much better. And then the offensive line is probably a tier ahead of what the Raiders were dealing with last year. So he's going to be like my RB8 for this year. And he's easily, I mean, this is a no-brainer, the top guy in Dynasty.
Cardinals draft class. I got it pulled up on the screen. Jeremiah Love, offensive lineman in the second round. Carson Beck, a quarterback from Miami.